What to eat for constipation and bloating? This is a very common condition and seems to be affecting women more than men. Constipation and bloating may have links to a few underlying causes related to food or perhaps gut health in general. And in this video we will try to understand these two symptoms and what could be the potential causes and remedies. If this is of interest to you, we recommend you to stick around till the end of the video. What to eat for constipation and bloating coming up. This video is brought to you by Good Health Corner. At Good Health Corner, we bring research health information in a simplified manner that is easy to understand. If you like what you see here, we request you to support us by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell icon. This will ensure you get notified every time we release a new video. Disclaimer: the health statements made in this video and the site are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure or prevent any disease. They are solely for information purposes. Always consult your doctor before implementing any treatment protocol. Now, coming back to the topic. Constipation and bloating can go hand in hand and generally have a connection, because both of these conditions are related to the larger gut health of an individual. If one is constipated, then bloating is a very common co-condition. However, there could be other causes of bloating which could be related to other issues, for example, irritable bowel syndrome. Bloating related to constipation occurs when the stool sits in the intestine for a longer period, and the bacteria in the gut ferments the carbohydrates in your stool and creates gas. And this fermentation of the carbohydrates in the colon along with constipation creates a situation of excess gas which finds it difficult to be released from the body. So the obvious question is that what to eat for constipation and bloating? This is a careful path to tread. On one hand, you need fibers that help in relieving constipation, and on the other hand, if you have bloating due to constipation, you will need to avoid certain fibers which give rise to bloating, for example fibers from food which are high FODMAP. For your information, FODMAPs are food that contain a high amount of fermentable carbs, leading to gas and bloating of the stomach. Let's understand the foods which you can eat. And here are 10 foods that are good for constipation and bloating. All these deliver a good punch of fiber and at the same time are low FODMAP. And we suggest you give them a try and see how you feel. Number 1. Oats. Oats are gluten-free and are packed with fiber. And they're also considered low FODMAP foods and hence fewer chances of bloating and gas. Oats are high in soluble fiber called beta-glucans. And beta-glucans, being a soluble fiber, dissolves in water and forms a thick viscous substance in the gut. The consumption of beta-glucans helps to relieve constipation, lowers cholesterol and especially the harmful cholesterol or LDL, increases the beneficial cholesterol or HDL, increases insulin sensitivity, feeds the good bacteria in the gut and supports strong gut health, and also helps in weight loss. Soluble fibers reach the intestines undigested and block the absorption of bile in the intestines, and thus excreting it via stool. So, in such a situation, the liver needs to convert cholesterol to produce more bile for the digestion of fats. And this causes a lowering of cholesterol in the blood. Soluble fibers delay the digestion of foods and help in blood sugar regulation, giving a feeling of fullness for a longer time. And this results in appetite control and weight loss. The fibers help to relieve constipation and have a healthy bowel movement. Number 2. Brown rice. Brown rice is the healthiest form of rice as it is a whole grain. It contains the bran, the germ and the endosperm. The bran and the germ contain the highest levels of fatty acids which get oxidized when it comes in contact with air. And this reduces the shelf life of brown rice and is therefore stripped off the grain, resulting in what you call the polished rice. 1 cup of brown rice contains 3.5 grams of fiber. The bran is rich in soluble and insoluble fiber. And when this is stripped off, the fiber content of rice reduces drastically. So brown rice wins hands down in fiber content when compared to polished rice. And this fiber in brown rice helps in adding bulk to the stool and relieving constipation. In addition to this, brown rice has also shown beneficial effects on heart diseases. And it is also a great choice for individuals who are diabetic, as brown rice is a low glycemic index food. For your information, low glycemic index foods do not create a sharp spike in blood sugar levels after they are ingested, and rather they help to maintain a stable blood sugar. Number 3. Flax seeds. Flax seeds are nutrition and fiber-packed food. Flax seeds deliver 3 grams of fiber from just 1 tablespoon. And it contains both soluble and insoluble fiber. It is estimated that 20 to 40% of the fiber in flax seeds are soluble in nature, while the rest are insoluble. And this is a super combination, as a soluble fiber helps in delayed emptying of the stomach and blocks the absorption of cholesterol in the gut. And on the other hand, the insoluble fiber adds bulk to the stool and helps with constipation. In addition to this, consuming flax seeds may help in reducing cholesterol and also reducing blood glucose levels. Flax seeds have also shown promise in lowering blood pressure. And last but not least, flax seeds are a rich source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids have several beneficial effects in the body, from reducing inflammation, reducing oxidative stress, reducing the possibilities of oxidation of LDL, and it's sticking to the walls. Number 4. Quinoa. Quinoa is a gluten-free, high in protein and fiber. It is a great alternative to grains containing gluten and can be easily incorporated in your daily diet. Quinoa is fiber-rich, and most of the fiber is insoluble in nature. It contains 10 grams to 16 grams of fiber every 100 grams. And most of this fiber is insoluble in nature. Insoluble fibers add bulk to the stool and help in relieving constipation. Quinoa does have some small amount of soluble fiber as well. In addition to helping constipation, quinoa has some amazing other benefits. For instance, it is rich in proteins. It contains all the essential amino acids which are the building blocks of proteins, and thus serves as a great source of plant-based protein. And this is specifically beneficial for individuals who are on a vegetarian diet. It is also a friendly food for individuals with diabetes, as quinoa is a low glycemic index food. And it does not spike blood sugar after immediate ingestion. Number 5. Chia seeds. Again, a food source that is packed with fiber and other wonderful goodies. And 1 ounce of chia seeds delivers 12 grams of fiber. Most of the fibers are insoluble in nature, which helps in ensuring proper bowel movements by adding bulk to the stool. Chia seeds also contain soluble fiber, which has benefits for cholesterol and blood glucose management. These are 40% of fiber by weight. Chia seeds are another source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids and are fairly high in protein content, and which makes them a perfect choice for vegetarians to add to the diet. The combination of high fiber, protein and omega-3 fatty acids makes chia seeds a great heart-friendly food. Number 6. Unripe bananas. Green bananas offer a solid punch of resistant starch and pectin. They are low in sugar, as the starches are not converted to sugar, which happens in the process of ripening. And the resistant starch in green bananas is not digested and works as a fiber. The pectin in the banana is also a kind of fiber, and this duo has many health benefits. The resistant starch of green bananas works as prebiotic fiber for the bacteria in the gut and helping the good bacteria to feed on them and thrive. They also help in the production of short-chain fatty acids, which are linked to various health benefits. Unripe bananas are low glycemic index foods. The glycemic index value of green bananas is 30 and is a friendly food for people with diabetes. And it helps in blood glucose management. Number 7. Buckwheat. Buckwheat is a gluten-free food. The name could be misleading as it contains wheat, but in reality it is a gluten-free food. Buckwheat is a good source of fiber. The husk of buckwheat is a rich source of fiber and resistant starch. And the resistant starch cannot be digested by the body and acts as the prebiotic fiber, feeding the good bacteria in the gut. And these are helpful in the production of short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which has many beneficial functions for the body and the brain. And buckwheat is not a high glycemic index food, which makes it a great choice for diabetics. Number 8. Millets. Millets are a gluten-free grain and that has been around for centuries. Millets are high in soluble fiber, which has demonstrated benefits in cholesterol management among other benefits. And fibers help the body in constipation as well, and that's why we are asked to include fiber-rich foods in our diets. In addition to gut health and heart health, millets are also known to help in type 2 diabetes. Millets contain non-starchy polysaccharides which are known to help pre-diabetics and are also good for blood sugar management. Number 9. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are a powerhouse of nutrients and are one of the highest sources of dietary selenium. Selenium is a trace mineral important for the body in supporting a healthy immune system and also for the thyroid glands. The thyroid gland is a small butterfly-like gland at the base of the front of the neck and requires selenium for proper functioning. And thyroid hormones are important for the proper functioning of every cell in the body, and a lack of which could lead to serious issues including heart failure. Thyroid hormones regulate the speed at which our cells metabolize. So, a low production of thyroid hormones can slow down many body functions and can impact bowel movements and cause constipation as well. Brazil nuts provide a decent punch of fiber as well. It provides a 2.1 grams of fiber for every ounce. Number 10. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, though being small, they are packed with nutrients. First, they are high in fiber, which helps in gut health. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds contains 1.1 grams of fiber. And the most amazing part of pumpkin seeds is that they are very high in magnesium. And magnesium is required by the body for hundreds of biochemical processes, but it is very difficult to get enough of magnesium from food sources. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds delivers 37% of the daily requirement of magnesium. In addition, pumpkin seeds are associated with lowering of blood sugar in type 2 diabetes and improving heart health by reducing blood pressure and cholesterol. Now let's understand a few things to avoid. While the above list of foods will help us manage constipation and bloating associated with it, there are some additional steps if we take will lead to an even better outcome. Avoid FODMAP foods. First, as a rule of thumb, try to avoid any FODMAP food or try a low FODMAP diet. These are a category of foods that are high in fermentable carbohydrates. And studies have shown a low FODMAP diet can decrease symptoms of bloating and gas significantly. Understand food intolerance and allergies. Food intolerance and allergies are related to IBS and bloating. Getting one tested for these and eliminating these foods from the diet can help immensely. Carbonated drinks. The fizz in the carbonated drinks can cause gas to be trapped in the stomach. And limiting and not overdoing this can help in bloating. Chewing gum. Chewing gum can lead to swallowing in air and cause bloating. And people who are in the habit of chewing gums are advised to either leave this habit or develop alternates like sucking on a hard candy, for example. Smoking. When you smoke a cigarette, it not only enters the lungs but also goes to the stomach and the intestines. And cigarette smoke is toxic to the body and the gut. It can make the gut sensitive and lead to irritation, bloating, and gas. Junk foods. Junk foods do not contain any beneficial fiber and are loaded with gluten, sugar, and processed food materials which are linked to causing cancer. And thus, keeping away or limiting processed foods can also help in managing constipation and the bloating associated with it. To sum up, it is essential to have fibers in food to ensure that we have a healthy bowel movement. But certain food categories like the FODMAP foods are high in fermentable carbohydrates and are associated with bloating and gas. Eliminating or reducing such foods or going for a low FODMAP diet and having sufficient fibers can reduce constipation and bloating. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more such videos, we recommend you to subscribe to our channel and give a thumbs up to this. A little bit of encouragement from you will go a long way for us. Thank you, and we hope to see you again. Bye for now.